First, there are people who are doing extraordinary work, who deserve our thanks. And when you see a healthcare worker on the way to work, when you see a grocer who's been working a double shift, trying to deal with the demand in these stores, when you see a pharmacist who's overwhelmed with the long lines, when you see a police officer, firefighter, who they're out there doing their job, they're opening doors, they don't know who's on the other side of the door, they're walking up to car windows. These are just extraordinary heroes. Ask yourself, would you do that? I mean, what kind of selflessness and courage? You talk about public service. What does public service mean? This is public service. This is public service in stereo and on steroids. These are people really stepping up. They deserve our thanks. And I think understanding what they do in some ways gives us perspective on how beautiful people can be. It's a time for a smile when you're walking past someone. It's a time for a nod. It's a time to say hello. It's a time for patience. And don't let the little things get you annoyed. That's New York at its best. But as a society, as a country, we've been blessed in that we haven't gone through something as disruptive as this. So what do we learn about ourselves? And I think what we're seeing already is a crisis really brings out the truth about ourselves, first of all, and about others. And you see people's strength and you see people's weaknesses. You see society's strengths and you see society's weaknesses. You see both the beauty and the vulnerabilities. Your actions can either save or endanger a life. So we are all first responders. What's going to happen? We're going to get through this. My last point is practice humanity. We don't talk about practicing humanity. But now, if ever there's a time to practice humanity, the time is now. The time is now to show some kindness, show some compassion to people, show some gentility, even as a New Yorker. Yeah, we can be tough. Yes, this is a dense environment. It can be a difficult environment. It can also be the most supportive, courageous community that you have ever seen.